go, Dookie Bro.
Oh, that's
Garrett.
wonderful. God damn it.
The hottest shit and warm of the show. Let's do it.
God.
And it's Dookie.
So it's been nice knowing you, and it's been a pleasure being your girlfriend. But I gotta go.
And people, I'm pretty sure you guys cannot say that you disagree with that. That's fucking gross. And the thing is, he's so proud of it too. Like, you might be people. If you guys start talking shit to him about this, he's not gonna care.
No, I'm just gonna turn around, drop my pants, just shit on you.
Yeah. You might be like the next Bert Kreischer. I like how he's like known for shitting himself and taking his shirt off and being disgusting at all fucking times. Does that ever like throw you off with comedians or no?
No, I never did. But my thing will be a mix of Ari Shaffir and Bert Kreischer. See, I'll whip out the butt, but then I'll shit on you as well.
That's like the worst thing to. That's the worst combination. Like, you're also gonna call yourself Ari Shaffir.
By the way, it's third or fourth week. Motherfucker's Twitter is still on private. I think we got him. I haven't seen no tour dates. He's trying to lay low. Bitch, I ain't gonna forget. I got the memory on this. I'm following your ass.
Ryan Walter said, I guess he was enjoying that trailer, singing the Candyman can. Yeah, we'll talk about that big time, man. Hopefully we don't piss a lot of people off.
I can't check out the Candyman. I'm pre-diabetic.
Yeah. Oh. And by the way, too, that doesn't make a difference. You're gonna eat tons of fucking candy. If that was the case. Like, yeah, you don't give a shit. You literally ate grapes knowing that, like, you don't eat grapes. So, like, obviously something was going to happen to you, but you don't give a fuck. You stare death right in the face.
Little. Like, this ain't something shit like, oh, I'm just going to try grapes out of the blue. No, I've been eating grapes since I was a little kid. This is the first time that shit went like, oh, you like eating grapes? Well, grapes eat you, bitch.
Yeah, it's like, oh, really? You're enjoying that? Well, that's a fucking shame. Snatch.
I'm going to teach you what it's like to throw up on a highway with all the cars going by 70.
No, that was fucked up. What happened with you? I never got to see. I always thought like it was a kind of not fake, but like I used to think it was like accentuated or what do you call it? Exaggerated.
Well, you thought I was faking. No lie, bitch.
No, I'm not saying like I thought you were faking, but when people tell stories about like, oh, I'm allergic and now I got these hives and blah blah, I thought all that stuff was fake. And then I saw you do it. I'm like, okay, well, Ganja's not putting in theatrics for fucking like almost dying here. Like, we had to stop the car.
I've been on a podcast with him for like 30 years. He's not a good actor.
Yeah, exactly. And plus two people, Ganja Mad is a completely different like dynamic. Like, he is a in control motherfucker when he's pissed off. And I remember like we were driving and Ganja says, "Everyone, can you please shut the fuck up?" Like, just mad as shit. Even at that point, even Roxy was quiet for a second. I think, I don't know. Roxy, were you scared?
My favorite was Jet response like, "I'm gonna get quiet, but you ain't my daddy though, bitch."
What with you? Like, I was just looking out for you, and I'm like, Allie was trying to like pass me a bag or something, and then I'm like, no, you can't just pass me any old bag. Like, some of these bags have holes in them, and you're talking about trying to protect the car and shit. And then I guess Ganja didn't hear me, or he just got mad at everybody. So I'm just like, okay, I want to snap, but he's not feeling good, so I'm gonna just sit here.
Yeah, I'll give you kudos and say bravo to how you handled yourself, because you being so close to him, you would probably be a little bit more like uncontrollable about emotions and everything. But you handled that pretty well. I don't remember you losing your shit or being like, "Oh, what the fuck, guys? This is too much for me." Like, you didn't do any of that, which was cool.
Why?
Yeah, why? I think Alan.
Because I was worried for his life. I was like, okay, I gotta check this month. Thank you for hosting our stream.
The hosting has begun.
Ooh,
yeah.
Get it.
I got worried. I'm like, I gotta watch his pulse. I gotta make sure his airways don't close up. I gotta make sure his skin don't get red and itchy. And how far does this go? So I was just keeping tabs on him.
Yeah, it didn't help too that Walgreens just wanted to give up, and they're just like, "Hey, by the way, he's gonna die, so take care of that." It's like, wait, hold on, like. I very rarely see that happen.
I've got an argument with the fucking receptionist lady at the little doctor area. But she's like, "You should go to the hospital, Sarah. Looks like you might have to go get like a shadows." And I was like, "Bitch, you're just trying to make me get insurance payments. I know you'll gain. Fuck you." I was so delirious at that point. All I need is Zyrtec and I'll be fine.
Yeah, well, essentially, like, you did help yourself with something that's kind of small, right?
No, that shit was not small. Y'all gave me fucking, what was it? Oh, shit, what was it called? That little shot that y'all gave me.
Yeah. The liquid Benadryl?
Oh, that Benadryl. Y'all gave me, like, there was not left any of cup. It was just all Benadryl and a little bit of plastic to hold it. And I shot that shit.
Really quick,
I slept for 6 fucking hours.
On top of just showcasing this, but also wanting to see if this even fucking works, I'm going to show the Facebook really quick. Ruthless did something. He says, end quote, "I came up and so could you, and fuck the boys in blue." Where is that from? Because I do like it. I just don't know where I've heard that from before.
I don't know where it's from, but I'm definitely going to put it on my ass.
Oh no,
Garrett.
no.
Hey, please, I like getting stupid tattoos.
You know what's funny? Though? Yeah, he was talking about wanting to get a stupid tattoo in Vegas, and I was like, oh fuck, brother.
I want to get my side duck put on my arm. All right.
You only started talking about Psyduck as much as you do like last year when Detective Pikachu came out. You weren't talking about it before then. That's not even a big part of your fucking life.
Hey, I like side ducks, man.
What's your thoughts on this, Rox?
I mean, I got a Pikachu tattoo, but in my defense, I've been a fan for like... No. Let me finish. What I say was I've been a fan ever since I was a kid. I bonded and made some friends over that shit. So it's like, yeah, it's cute, but also like a part of my life. So I'm like, yeah, that's cool. Put it on there. Slap it on.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I can't. I don't like the idea of tattoos. That's one of those things. Like I don't want to like offend people, especially people that are in here, because I know that Roxy's gonna be like, "Oh, you talking shit? You talking shit to me, motherfucker?"
I feel like you were just staring at my arm, like, "Hey, there's some more black shit on there than last time."
No, but speaking of that though, like, what was that one black shit you put in your bathtub? Because I was scrolling through the Instagrams today.
Oh, that's a bath bomb.
That was a bath bomb.
Okay, yeah, people like she found this stuff that apparently it's a good thing, but she puts this thing in like the bath and it makes it look like she's like chilling in a puddle of mud. It's fucking disgusting. I don't know why you would want to do that. You look like you're laying on top of like an oil vein. Like it's fucking weird.
It wasn't glittery like oil. It was just pitch black.
It was like charcoal.
It's like so that's clean. Like that cleans you up. Yeah. Or is it just a stupid thing?
It makes you smell good and it helps you relax.
Alright, it's just some weird shit to me. But no, as far as tattoos go, though, are you concerned?
Like one of those weird things, but like charcoal's actually good for your skin.
Yeah, I heard they do that with like toothpaste now. They have like charcoal toothpaste.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy. Who the fuck would even want to be the first person to try this shit out? I mean, you don't fuck with teeth, man.
Hey, man, there's always somebody out there that does it the first time, right? That's how most of our foods that we know are not poisonous. No, it's not poisonous.
Yeah, look at that. That dude, that looks so fucking disgusting. Come on, brother.
Hey, man, if it works healthy, why not?
Just be careful not to accidentally ingest it, because that can actually fuck up with medications.
Oh, no, you do it yourself.
And like, by the way, imagine
yourself, you just shit black.
Yeah.
But imagine like if someone like here's the thing, that's a very easy thing to do to fuck with somebody, to make them think like do a prank with somebody like, oh, you got black toothpaste, and really it's like some other shit that will destroy.
I actually have that same toothpaste, that activated charcoal coconut. I actually have that.
And you have some really good teeth, so I guess this, I don't know, I guess it's a good thing, but I can't see myself trying to do this, man. I'm sorry, but maybe I'm old school or something.
A fact that's like a legit fact that doesn't sound like it should work. But
I put a picture of the back in the chat.
Okay, but there's surgery now, Nick, that if your colon is going south and you're not producing like healthy shit, or it's not like producing like the right type of vitamins and shit, what they would do is they'll get a fecal donation, which is someone that just shits in like a medical bag, and then they would actually put the shit inside your colon in order to kickstart a healthier biosphere of bacteria in your colon.
That's fucking insane. Yeah.
It really put healthy shit in you to heal you.
Yep. I've seen it happen about 3 times at my last job.
Yeah, and chat
success rate.
And chat, sound off if you guys can about this, because you saw me show it for a couple frames. We're gonna show it again. This is the thing that Roxy was talking about. This fucking this bath bomb thing. Like that is some very unappealing, nasty ass shit in my opinion. You mean like look at it from these two angles here. I very much dislike this, and it's intimidating to me. It's like I don't want to like dip my balls in that, because like imagine obviously if you're gonna take a bath, you're gonna be naked. So all this black stuff's going up your ass, behind your balls, fucking obviously like. Man or woman, like going in your pee hole and shit.
They have
like
colorful ones too.
Huh?
They have colorful ones too. They're not just like all black. Like they look pretty when they melt away.
Okay, and I wouldn't mind looking at those. I'm pretty sure those are pretty cool. But this just that being...
I really love these fucking bath bombs and Lush, because Roxy introduced me to it last time we were in Vegas together, and I really love the fuck out of them. And every chance we get like a good sized tub to use one, we try to use it to the most extent if we can. And the main reason is taking a bath with one of those like really good fresh bath bombs, like Roxy brought up. There's different colors, and one of my favorite again, like the ocean type ones. So we had got this one that is like sea salt with like sea wrapping inside of it, and all kinds of different essential oils and shit. And we dipped it in and turned the water like this really nice like ocean blue color, like just like that. It's a nice ocean blue kind of like soothing smell of the ocean, just feeling the salts relax you under the hot water. And man, it just gives you such a relaxing sensation that the best way to describe it is like when you used to take baths as a kid and your skin just feels nice and warm and relaxed, and you just want to lay in the bed and it feels nice and cool, and you just pass the fuck out.
Ultimate Darkslayer says looks like Tar, the black one. Yeah, I definitely agree. But I mean, I can see
But
how
it
some of these
smells
things will.
so good.
No, I'd imagine so. But I want to get your opinion on this really quick. Because for me, I don't like certain tattoos, or certain like not certain tattoos, but I just feel like if they're a certain like size, when you get older, they're gonna stretch out. They're not gonna look good on you because you're gonna be old and your skin's gonna be saggy. Was that ever a concern to you, or do you feel like your tattoos are gonna be a certain way where they're gonna look just as good when you are older? Was that something you were thinking about when you got them?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, they're gonna be there forever. They're not gonna disappear unless I slather makeup over them, and even then, that's a little fucking like 2 hours, 3 hours.
Mm-hmm.
But I basically talked it over with my tattooers. I'm like, okay, well, what can I do to like protect them as I get older and stuff? And every so often, I go back to my tattoo artist that did my shit,
Mm-hmm.
and basically they said I do a great job on like maintenance and upkeep. Like the color's still the same. Everything's like good. I keep that shit moisturized in check. I protect it when I'm out in the sun. So I'm trying to keep them looking nice as I can.
Well, like there's like that lady I just showed. Like there's some of these. Here's another one too, where these look great. Like look at her arms. Those are awesome looking. And I really was not expecting. Like when I looked this up, by the way, old people tattoos. I was going for a negative approach, but I gotta tell you, I'm proving wrong right here. Like this actually looks pretty cool.
That lady got all those recently. She
Oh
started
really?
getting one and then she got hooked and then she's like, yeah, I always wanted to get some when I was younger, but I never did. And then she got a bunch of them. Like, they're really fucking nice.
Yeah. So I mean, I didn't know she got them like I thought those were with her this entire time. No wonder why they look so fucking good. So now I'm looking stupid. God damn it. But really quick, someone in the chat, Kirk was talking about how Aaron Mahomes is a piece of shit. I don't know what happened, but I'm very confused on this, guys. You guys can let me know. I guess as a wrestler, this is how much I don't know shit about some of these things. I don't watch AEW a whole
Hey,
lot.
aren't you the huge wrestler nerd? Aren't you supposed to know everything that is to be about wrestling? Like blood types, heights, and fucking weight divisions and all that bullshit?
Yes, but AEW is not wrestling. I'm just joking. Trying to piss people off. No, I don't know shit about AEW because it's a new thing. And no, it's not A&W root beer or whatever the fuck, Ganja. I know you're gonna say some shit.
Hey man, I got my shirt ready, right? Whenever you're down to go check out one of their house shows.
I love the World Wildlife Federation.
Oh, fuck you.
Yo, has anyone
That
ever have you
panda
ever seen
beat
someone in the
WWE's ass.
audience wearing the panda?
Yeah, oh yeah, some people troll and bring a fucking sign with a big panda. It's like, yeah, I beat Vince or whatever the fuck. It's like, oh man, you guys are assholes.
I beat Vince.
Panda life. Yeah, so I don't know what the fuck the deal is. I forgot, like, how the hell did they even lose the rights to that? Like, they must have had a lot of fucking money. You know what I mean? But it is what it is. Hello, Solidus. How you doing? Ruth is saying, go full Yakuza. Fuck it. Everything looks different when you're old. You got old. So what? No, I appreciate that kind of concept too, because it's just like, yeah, if you're always worrying about that shit, then you're gonna be the person that does the face surgery, and you're gonna look all fucked up anyway. So it is what it is. But here's the thing, though.
About it.
Oh, what's up?
I'm thinking about it. Not like going like so overboard on like the Botox, and maybe like a little bit.
Oh, are
My
you for real?
money.
That don't do that, Rob.
A little bit. Not a lot.
Damn, now I gotta hope Bernie Sanders get elected just for that.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Oh yeah, Mayor Holman's jab at Patrick Mahomes, the QB of the Chiefs who just won Super Bowl. Ah, fuck yeah, there's so much shit going on. Like, yeah, I don't know, man. I wish I knew more about this kind of stuff so I could talk about it, but yeah. And as far as politics go, man, like today, really quick, I gotta ask you a question live on the air, Ganja, and maybe people might be interested. I don't know. Shut the fuck up if you guys feel this way. But so there was talks about Donald Trump apparently not having enough money or not wanting to fund enough money to take care of the coronavirus if there's an issue within our states. And I read something completely different this morning about that. They kind of completely went against the initial news feed on that. And now I'm hearing something like an hour ago that's saying the reverse of that.
All right, so
what's going on
I
with it?
kind of wish Alan was here because he's an actual biologist by trade. He has got all the PhDs and all that good shit. And he would know a lot more when it comes to the actual disease aspect of this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But when it comes to the politics, right now, it's just a scare tactic everyone's using. During the Ebola crisis, the Republicans also used it as a scare tactic against the Obama administration and that they weren't doing enough to protect the American public.
Mm-hmm.
So anytime there's a pandemic or any kind of stuff like this that goes on, they will use it as a scare tactic to bash each other's opponent. All sides do it. Even my side's done it. Like we use it as a chance to like promote like the Chinese Communist Party was able to build a hospital one day and is now housing people that are victims or in quarantine areas, be able to get like some kind of like low level housing while they figure out the way to figure out the pandemic. But at the end of the day, it's all propaganda. The biggest thing is a lot of these, like we've all been through like multiple pandemics, like what was it, mad cow disease, bird flu, swine flu, H1N1, whatever the fuck they put into those Marlboro Light cigarettes that were supposed to kill you. Our generation basically was supposed to die a long time ago, and that's not even going into like the big catastrophic or however the fuck you pronounce that word. Big events that are supposed to wipe out humanity that we lived through 3 of them apparently already with Y2K and 2012 and not God knows how many other bullshit in the 90s with Haley's Comet.
Yeah.
But when it comes to like this, honestly, I actually work at the airport and they don't have us walking around with protective gear. And it could be one or two things. One, it could be the airport doesn't give a fuck about my safety. Granted, that's a possibility. It's a capitalist corporation. They shouldn't give a fuck anyway.
I was like, whoa, what?
Yeah, that too. But when it comes to this, I really don't think it's a big problem except for the countries that are afflicted. And I think a lot of it is just racism, nationalism is making a bigger deal than what it is.
Yeah, possibly. But yeah, man, I'm looking over here in the chat. Ruth is saying, yeah, stop being racist to Asian people and make sure to wash your fucking hands and take some NyQuil. And by the way, you saying that I should take some NyQuil now, it's your fault that I'm going to be addicted again. But
by the way, that was something hilarious. So if y'all don't know about Nick, he likes his NyQuil a little bit too recreationally.
Yeah.
And he got sick on the Vegas trip. I wasn't aware of this. I just got told, hey, man, can you buy me Dayquil? So I'm literally in 7-Eleven with Alan and another Toasty / Chat Attack fan and his friend. And I just look at them and go like, so which Dayquil would y'all take if you're trying to get fucked up? Because I've never done this shit recreationally.
No, yeah.
So you got like 3 people that have never done like cough medicine recreationally, like figuring out like, all right, so what ingredient is the best one to get him lit?
Wait, no, I didn't want to get lit. That's what I'm saying. I want Dayquil.
No, we didn't know that. You just requested Dayquil at like fucking 8 o'clock at night. We thought you wanted to go fast, Sonic.
No, Dayquil makes me go fast. NyQuil makes me go very slow.
No, you asked for Dayquil. So I was like, oh, this motherfucker trying to have a heart attack at 12 o'clock at night. I see you, baby.
No, NyQuil's the reverse of that, motherfucker. Like, man, Dayquil's
I'm saying
not bad
Dayquil.
Dayquil's not bad for you. That's what I'm saying. Like, you're pointing out that
No, that shit will fuck you up too, bro.
No, it doesn't. It's good for you.
Yeah, it does.
I've never felt different drinking Dayquil. Anybody in the chat, if you guys have gotten fucked up on Dayquil, let me know and I'll get that kind. But
I literally had to give him my ID. That shit had what the fuck is that called? Sudafed in it.
Wait, for real? You had to give him your
ID?
Yeah. That's fucking crazy. And by the way, you don't look like
I thought you were trying to trip out on Dayquil, so I got you the good shit, bitch.
Well, I appreciate that, but fuck, man, you gotta give me some more goddamn credit. Like,
yeah, to get Dayquil and NyQuil, you have to show your ID.
See, NyQuil, I get it, but not Dayquil. That's surprising.
Both of them, you gotta show your ID.
Dude, what if you're a little kid and you're fucking sick? Like, you gotta just
ID, bitch.
So you better get your parent and get that ID, bitch.
No, but what if your parents died in like a fucking car crash? And I'm like, dude, I'm so sick, but I got this. Like, yeah.
Prove to me that you're 5 years old and not just like a little person in like a suit.
Oh, fuck you, Austin. Nick, he said, hey, Ganja, best member of the chat tech. Oh, hey, Nick, you're okay. Yeah, fuck
you. Damn right, Austin. You damn right.
Besides
my baby
no, he ain't. Don't give him that.
My hype is up.
Oh, good old Chris saying that he's going to be starting soon. He's waiting on TJ. So, yeah, TJ will be there soon. And we'll be doing the 8-bit crumb. So, we'll be just shooting the shit and whatnot. Which, by the way, one of the things we're going to be talking about is the Candyman 2020 trailer. And we're going to talk about that really, really quick as well.
Candyman.
I'm kind of scared about what's about to happen, folks. Because lots of people are not agreeing with how I'm thinking about this. So, just to throw her right underneath the fucking bus. Roxanne! Were we right or were we right?
Okay. Fuck off, Spooky Beyonce.
Yeah.
It don't work. Look, the first time, I'll give it to you, like it's spooky. Second time, sure enough, hearing Beyonce just say my name, like, no, stop it. But I did sit down and rewatch it again a little bit slower. I'm still kind of mad. I'm still very mad. But I noticed a couple of things on my second rewatching. Like in the first scene, we're just gonna do play-by-play because fuck it. In the first scene, when all the girls are in front of the mirror, my theory is maybe like Candyman started going viral on like Twitter or Instagram, Facebook, whatever, Snapchat. Maybe it became like a viral trend, and maybe these girls are like, okay, let's try it because it's viral, and like let's film it.
Yeah.
And then the lady that shows up in the trailer that's like, no, don't say his name.
Mm-hmm.
I Googled it and turns out it's the same actress from the first movie. So maybe the main dude is like the spoiler alert, the baby that survives like in the first movie. And
Ooh,
then some
yeah, that's right.
and then like some cool thing that I noticed was there's a certain part in the trailer where you see graffiti on the wall. That graffiti on the wall was Clive Barker's like OG adaptation of what the Candyman was supposed to look like, so I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then maybe I'm thinking of where Tony Todd could possibly pop up in the scene where you see I forgot his name. What's the name of that actor who's in this movie right now?
Oh, it's a long name, but it's like Mahusha Busha Gusha Busha.
Thanks. That guy.
What kind of
When
voodoo
that guy's
curse did
looking
you
at
put
the
on me?
car and you look into the reflection, he looks like Tony Todd a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Or like when you look closely, there's a certain part in the trailer where he basically looks like Tony Todd's version of Candyman.
Yeah.
You
Like
see
he has
him
a
with like
coat.
the coat and the twisted face and everything. Maybe Tony Todd appears there and cuts his hand off.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe, possibly.
It would make sense, but yeah, the guy's name is Yaha Abdul Mateen. I think he was in God, he's in a lot of shit recently.
Damn, I
Alan
love
really
his
likes him.
song "Take on Me."
Take on me. What?
Take on me.
So
I don't know
basically,
what that
after seeing all
is.
those little like cool adaptations or cool little tidbits after watching it again,
Mm-hmm.
I have a little bit more hope. But the first time I saw this, man,
Yeah.
no. I got fucking pissed. It just looked so cookie cutter. It looked so basic. I was not feeling Beyonce at fucking all.
Mm-hmm.
It just felt like, okay, well, Jordan Peele did this and it worked, and I know he's the producer. I know he's not the main director behind it, where it's like, maybe the director was like, hey, Jordan, I did the thing that you did in your other movies. Huh? You like that? It just felt
Yeah.
cheesy.
It felt cheesy, and here's another thing too. There's this guy Coleman Domingo. He was a guy who he's already living in the residence of where the all the Candyman shit's at in Chicago. And I know him from fucking Fear the Walking Dead. He's one of the main characters on there. His character is Victor Strand. I don't even know if he's still alive in the show or not. But he's also in Selma. He's in Lincoln. He's in a lot of stuff. And this dude, honestly, is a fucking amazing actor. And I almost thought for a second, too, when I saw that he was even part of this, I was like, oh, maybe he is the main hero. And maybe the villain is Yaha Madim Chocolate fucking Milk Pee Pee Poo Poo Pants.
Damn.
I'm like, what's his name? Hold on, I gotta practice his name really quick.
Yaha
Abdul
chocolate milk pee.
Poo Poo Pants. Yes, his character is Anthony McCoy. That's his character's name. Actually, can we just call him that? Can we call his character Anthony McCoy? We'll just go with that.
Ooh, my
What?
theory. Wasn't
Wait,
that the name of the baby in the first movie? Anthony?
yeah, and also Vanessa Williams plays Anne Marie McCoy. So yeah, you're right. Your theory is actually correct.
And then Helen's supposed to show up in there. I don't know
We don't
where,
need
I don't
her
know
ass.
how, but
We
the
don't need
last
her.
thing, she was the last Candyman, so
Uh, Yeah, we really. By the way, I don't want to look at the IMDb because that's where I'm finding this information. By the way, and I don't want to do that because if I do see the Helens in here, these are all spoilers, and that's the issue I have with this too. Is that like lots of stuff is spoiled here. Yaha Madim, the fact that he's starting to be kind of like Candyman. I'm like, I was cool with him being the new Candyman. He's a great actor. He's fucking awesome. I love this guy. But the problem is though, is when you tell us, hey, he's not Candyman right away. He's a regular person who's starting to become Candyman, or he's getting taken over by the essence of Candyman. Well, the issue with that is that this is the twist of the movie. So no matter what's going to happen, we know how this is going to end, and you're taking the balls off of what's supposed to be cool about this. Like, I'm not saying this is absolutely terrible. I'm just saying this is a bad trailer. The movie might be great, but just like with Halloween, you can't spoil the fucking biggest moments of the movie. This is like Terminator levels of fucking awfulness. Like, you don't do that.
I'm wondering where that one girl in the bathroom fits in. The one girl with the headphones where everyone got killed around her. Because usually when, like in the first movie, the person who was around all those killings in the first movie, Helen, she got blamed for everything. So is that little girl going to be blamed for everything? and then maybe she teams up with Anthony. Maybe,
Possibly. Yeah,
possibly.
Anthony McCoy
He's
actually
like,
probably comes here he probably hears a story on social media and he's like, yo, like, I'm going to come over here because I remember this shit happens when I was a kid. You know what I mean? And blah, blah, blah. Like, he's probably going to, save her and whatnot, too.
Or he'll be that little kid that's always around in the first movie.
Yeah, I mean, but that's the biggest thing about this, too, is, like, this scene... honestly, like, I'm almost kind of mad, Rox, that you found some way to make this positive. Because now... I was going to complain a bunch about these white girls. Like, I don't like the idea. Like, oh my god, let's come over here and let's just take pictures and let's just fucking, like, be
it's a
body
guilty
count.
trope that kind of makes me a little mad.
Yeah.
That was one of the things that I got mad. Like, this fucking basic ass bitches looking in the fucking mirror getting killed all of a sudden. This is some lowbrow, low hanging testicle fruit that we are reaching for in this Candyman movie.
Yeah.
And then I sat down and thought about it for a little bit.
Yeah, so I was mad about that, but what you came up with is like, you know what, dude? Yeah, I kind of like that, I guess. Because here's the thing, too. Something that Rings should have done. Rings was supposed to be a viral version of that Ring video that makes someone dies in 7 days. And imagine the whole world saw it on the internet. Holy shit, that's really cool. Well, they fucking dropped the ball on that shit. This movie could do it well. So you're right. Like, that would be really, really cool. Like, call it the Candyman challenge. People are doing the banana peel challenge. They're doing the fucking... Tide Pod challenge, the Candyman challenge. There you go. This can actually take over real life social media. What if people start doing that, like on Twitter, like with us?
They are.
Oh, they are. They
It's
actually
not super viral, but if you go to the main Candyman page on Twitter, there's a certain thing that popped up, and they're like, "Hey, we dare you to say his name 5 times, and then something's gonna appear."
Yeah, I was like, "Stop it, Nick! Wait, why stop it?" I'm actually.
I'm not testing it. I'm not testing it.
You're giving people ideas. Yeah, well, don't do the Bloody Marathon. But yeah.
Can I?
Garrett, no, I'm from
here.
Chicago. I know how this shit works. We don't play around with that fucking shit.
Yeah, no, I don't want to do that shit.
I still don't do Bloody Mary or none of them other things.
Yeah, no, I don't.
I'm not fucking around with some white people fuckery. You got me messed up.
The only thing I'll do is I'll say choreography 5 times and Alan shows up, but that's the only one. So it is what it is. But looking at Candyman, my whole issue with this trailer is that obviously everything. I mean, by the way, you can just listen to our teaser talk yesterday and just kind of move it all over here. My whole thing that I was really hoping that they weren't gonna fuck up with, but dude, show Tony Todd. It's called Candyman. We don't see Candyman. I deal with this enough from WWE, from fucking all the action movies and robot movies I watch and shit, and people just kind of hiding like the fucking the money shots and certain things. All we want to see is Tony Todd doing the voice and maybe him killing a couple people. You don't even have to spoil the kills and who he's actually killing. I want to see blood. I want to see good shit. We don't see him through this. The fucking movie, this is a big return. I really don't understand how they fucked that up and not actually showed him. And then another thing, too, is like the music, yeah, the Beyonce thing was weird, but like also you did play some of the original theme song, the piano little thing in a minute. But like, my God, dude, I just feel like this was such an easy trailer to get right because I know this movie's going to be at least average. Like, I feel optimistic about this at the end of the day. But you could have made this the most epic fucking trailer you could possibly put out there, and you fucking didn't. And it makes me so mad because that's usually a bad sign. This is marketing, guys. So I'm not even saying that this is Jordan Peele's fault or the actual director's fault. It's definitely not their fault. But it's definitely the team's fault, and they should know what people want. And the fact that you guys are not reading what the audience wants...
It still might be Jordan Peele's fault because he's an executive producer and he does have a little control over marketing.
Did you say Jason?
I almost said Jason, yes.
Yeah, Jason Peele. I didn't know about that. And that's another thing too. People are playing a lot of this. Like, I'll look up reactions and stuff to see if I'm crazy. And like when I look stuff up on YouTube, people are typing in Jordan Peele Candyman reaction. Like, dude, he's just producing. Like, if this movie's bad, don't count this towards Jordan Peele's shit either. Like, Jordan Peele's not making this. So like, I don't know why everything is kind of going to him just because he did 2 other successful movies. Like, he's not doing this. Do you feel a little like weird when people do that, Rox? Like people keep pushing this on Jordan Peele?
Yeah. People do that way too fucking much. And not just with Jordan Peele himself, but with a lot of other fucking people. Like, no.
Yeah.
Y'all are like, you might mess up like some shit that he has going on because of course he's like the big name, like, so to speak, the heavy hitter that's on this whole production. Yeah. But like, if y'all keep talking and spreading that around, y'all might fuck up some of his future projects that he has down the line. Because even though this wasn't his movie, you saw his name right away. You associate him with it. Maybe he could have made like something bomb in the future, but he can't now because y'all didn't like one movie where he was a producer.
Yeah, like that's another thing too. I don't know if you heard about this movie called Antebellum. But it's
I
a movie
think
that's coming out
so.
soon. Yeah, with Janelle Monáe and some other people. But the thing is about Antebellum is, I don't know. They're not using Jordan Peele's name on it, but right away, wow, it's funny. I just found this right now. It says "Get Out" and "Us" on it. Literally, not just like the title, but they show the logo in PNG format. They fucking copy and pasted here. It's like, dude, you don't stop prostituting his work, man. Like this is, if I was Jordan Peele, I'd be pissed. It's like, dude, you don't fucking take all my shit out there and just kind of mine it to get fucking attention. What the fuck is your problem?
It's a cheap shot of getting attention. It's like if someone just walks down the street and whips out a titty and like half an ass cheek, you're like, well, I want to see what's going on there. And
Yeah,
then you go up closer and then you realize like it's somebody that's cracked out and you should have been looking in the first place. So you kind of sadly just walk away.
yeah. I mean,
I like how you described the most saddest public titty ever made.
that's a sad titty. But yeah, man. Look, as far as this stuff goes, yeah, it's shot well. It looks kind of cool. I'm glad that lots of stuff is happening literally at night, which is great. I like the darkness of certain things, but also too, like the bees look silly, and like I don't know if anyone else made this connection too, but it's like, bees and then Beyonce, bays, the beehive, bayhive, the whole fucking.
Oh,
thing.
fuck you if that's a real connection.
I'm wondering if that was it. Like maybe that's why they used Beyonce, which
Say
that's a
it
funny
ain't so.
joke, huh?
Say it ain't so. I can't handle all that.
It could
That's
be.
fucking trash.
Everyone knows what the Bayhive is, though. Everybody knows what Beyonce's group is. So
I need a
get it.
soldier in here. Where they at?
And this is another thing that I'm getting mad about too. And this is not even about the trailer or anything, but it's about people's reactions. And this is not me coming for you, Ruthless, or anybody else in the chat who actually likes this. But I notice that some people just pick and choose what bothers them about things. Like when the Gallows or Tomb Raider or something else comes out. And by the way, Tomb Raider actually had a Destiny's Child song remade in their trailer, and everyone talks shit. But because it's Jordan Peele's Candyman, everyone's like, "Oh no, it's fine because Beyonce is great for this." Ooh, and I'm like, "No, no, 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 no. Y'all talk shit about the last 30, 40, 50 fucking movies that did this. Now all of a sudden it's okay." I don't think so. The shit is stupid. It's been stupid. It's been stupid for a very, very fucking long time. I don't understand why now it's okay. Because this wasn't done well. Last year with Us, I think that was done well. I think the I Got 5 on It version was pretty cool. And it was like literally creepy. But this, I mean, they kept in Beyonce's fucking voice in here and everything too. So how is this any different than the Tomb Raider thing? But I mean, do you feel that way at all, Roxy? Like, do you like when songs kind of like get a horror remixes and whatnot, or not
It's
really?
kind of like a dad just kind of elbowing you right in your fucking stomach when you're trying to sit down and enjoy your fucking dinner. Like, hey, get it? Candyman, say my name, bees,
Oh
Beyonce.
yeah, say my name, Candyman.
And it's
Yeah.
like, shut the fuck up. I want to eat my fucking dinner.
Yeah, it's like, no, it's like how I do dad jokes at the end, like on the after hours and shit. I'm just kind of like, hey guys, the other day, I'm trying to find some way to make this joke, and I'm going out of a way now where it's like now the attention is how far I've tried to make this joke versus the naturalness of it. They had to really, really reach to make this Beyonce song go with this fucking thing. Like it was silly. It's jarring. I'm watching fucking Candyman. I've been waiting like 25, almost 30 years for this fucking thing. And then I got Beyonce, say my name, say my name. Like, what? It's fucking crazy. Fucking, like...
He's just making that fucking noise while he's just elbowing into you.
Yeah, man. So, I don't know. I thought that was fucking silly. I think it's kind of stupid, but it is what it is. By the way, I'm going to read the Double Toasted chat. Joy the Jedi's in there and whatnot, but they're saying that, yeah, JT is... Or what's his name again? Fuck it. TJ. TJ. I'm sorry, we got lots of JTs and JPs and PJs and PTs and shit.
DJs.
But TJ, apparently he's still late, so Chris might go on by himself, which will be fine. I think everyone will be cool with that. But yeah, man. One of these days too, Chris, I don't know if you're watching this, but maybe I should just give you a link to one of these hangouts you can chill with us if you're just waiting and whatnot. You know what I'm saying, bro? Let me know in the chat if you want me to do that, by the way. But yeah, but Ganj, I'm going to have you get the last word on this, man. Candyman, like, are you excited? Did I fuck it up for you? What are you feeling?
Well, I don't have such a huge connection like you and Roxy do. So I'm more of a casually interested to it. I think the fucking Say My Name shit was bullshit. But I've always been complaining about the slow music songs since the fucking Suicide Squad days. So it's not just Jordan Peele I'm getting tired of. It's just that's that kind of trope in general in trailers. But when it comes to the enjoyment of the trailer, I think it's I don't know, I think it looks like a basic horror movie, which I could see why you guys are mad at that, but I don't know, it might attract more people to the IP. But I don't know, I'm not as angry, but it's like low to like cool interest.
Yeah, Mr. Hazelton.
I'm definitely gonna pirate it.
Oh, don't say that. No, he's not gonna pirate it. He's going to do that.
I mean, Purple Lamborghini was like great.
No, I like that song with Rick Ross.
Yeah, I said it was great.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. It was like one slow song. One slow that I enjoy.
God damn.
Damn, my
that
brain.
gas pedal ain't working, bro.
I done blew a gasket.
Yeah. What you call it, Jed? I don't know if you're there and listening to us because she's doing some stuff like outside of the show and whatnot. But if you can, I want to get your opinion on the whole Beyonce of it all. If you want to, it's up to you. You interrupt me whenever you can. But anyways, moving on from all that good stuff. Speaking of movies and whatnot, this is actually kind of old now, but I do want to get your guys' opinion on this. And I wish Alan was here because we would have fought about this over and over again. But my boy Ganja.
Yes.
Do you like dinosaurs?
I do like me some dinosaurs.
Yeah, because dinosaurs are coming back, bro. Fucking Colin Trevorrow sharing the first set photo, which I don't really give a fuck because it's not really showing anything. But
who?
Colin Trevorrow, the dude does dinosaur movies, and he did Henry, I think, Book of Henry. He did some other piece of shit movie. But here's the thing, though: Jurassic World 3 apparently got the fucking title. It's Jurassic Park. Emphasis on Park Dominion. I'm fucking hyped for this, but at the same time, this would indicate that they're going back to doing a Jurassic Park movie. Why are they making another park in this fucking thing?
Because the park is the most awesome part.
No!
Yes!
How the fuck is the most awesome? Like, I was happy to see these dinosaurs run out and invade regular cities and shit.
They're not going to be able to take on the fucking U.S. military, let alone your local militia, man. They don't go further than them escaping. So you got to take it back to the park.
I don't like the title.
Yeah, Dominion too, because Dominion would indicate control, and I thought the whole thing was like lack of control. Like the dinosaurs are loose.
No, the dinosaurs are in control, just like the Illuminati podcast.
To me, it just sounds like Jurassic World Domino's Pizza. Like, good for you. Like, this is fucking dumb.
I mean, you're not wrong on that front, babe.
Yeah, and it's weird because like I'm getting conflicting reports. Chris Ayers in the chat, thank you by the way, Chris. But he was saying like, no, it's Jurassic World, it's not Jurassic Park. But and I'm seeing this over here too, Jurassic World Dominion. But I've also seen them say that's Jurassic Park, which is kind of like, okay, for one, I really wish these reports would be like straight up with their shit. Because I've read like this is Collider, this is not as official as other sites would be. But the other sites that are official are saying park, and I wouldn't really trust that sometimes too. So I don't know, it's fucking crazy. News world is insane, but. Here's the thing. I would rather it be Jurassic World. I'd rather it be a situation where they're fucking running around across the city and whatnot too. But at the same time, I don't even know how you can even tell that story. Because as Alan has always said, why it's almost like the zombie thing. Like with slow zombies, how the fuck do we always lose to slow zombies? Like they're not even that fucking like they're not that much of a threat. And it's like, yeah, I mean, why are these dinosaurs so like they destroy the whole fucking city? Like we could just shoot them down with some machine guns and whatnot. Do you feel the same way at all, Roxy?
What the fuck is the like whole plot of this movie? Like, oh, the dinosaur did no escape again. Oh no! Like,
I guess so.
Better security, like multiple backups, multiple generators. Declaw the bitches or some shit.
Well, they want to declaw them because if they fight, that'd be a problem.
Like zap them in the coochie or something. Like y'all really.
Oh, they did that in the first one.
They didn't zap him in the coochie.
Yeah, they did. There was a female raptor, and they were zapping the shit out of her coochie.
Okay, well, zap them in the coochie, but, like, with more power. Like, put a vacuum on that shit. Just something to keep them, like, in the cages. Why do y'all keep fucking this up?
Zella saying throw Chris Pratt in there, we'll make the same amount of money again. Yeah, I mean, apparently Chris Pratt still has power in his name, which I'm surprised by. But yeah, man, Kirk saying Fallen Kingdom was the best, better than Joker. You're fucking wrong.
Yeah, it was way better than Joker. He's right.
You don't even believe that, motherfucker.
I don't believe that, but fuck you.
The end of Fallen Kingdom, though, is what's leading to this, or basically, a hybrid, a human dinosaur hybrid little girl fucking lets the dinosaurs loose because she's one within the reptiles, and they get out, and then the movie alludes to like, hey, so lots of cool shit's happening, but you're not gonna see it after this 2 hours. You had to come back and watch the next one, which is like, dude, fuck you. What the fuck is that?
Is this like Animorphs, basically? Where it's like a little girl with pigtails and she morphs into like a velociraptor with pigtails?
She doesn't morph into one, but apparently her insides are half like velociraptor or whatever. Maybe
How?
her senses are like that. I don't know. Because she looks normal as fuck. So I'm just like, what was the point of even making her have dinosaur? Because she doesn't do anything.
I mean, would you notice if I had like a raptor kidney?
I know, but maybe your doctor would, and it'd be a good thing for you. Like, hey,
Faster, you'd be slimmer. I don't know.
yeah, metabolism would be probably different a little bit.
Yeah.
Longer
Babe,
tons.
check
so
out my fucking dino schmeat.
Yeah, you'll have a dino ton, so if you turn into a lesbian, you won. Like, I mean, the whole fucking
If
thing.
she turns into a lesbian.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm technically already a lesbian.
No, what?
Babe, you can't be a lesbian. You're not a woman.
No, I'm referring to the little girl. She's,
Oh,
goddamn. Who will be grown when she turns into one, by the way. I'm not trying to say some weird shit here. I'm just saying, like, people grow, and it's like, maybe she has a raptor ton. I don't know. Maybe she'll be able to, like, rap really fast or talk really fast. I don't fucking know. But the thing is, though, is, like, it was fucking stupid to do that. I don't know if they're going to continue that whole hybrid theory in this wow, that's a Linkin Park album. Wow, I'm stupid. But they're...
Crawling in my skin.
Fucking jealous saying he's a male lesbian though. Yep, you definitely are, Ganja. But yeah, man. And Mauricio, please don't do that on the after hours, man. I will be so fucking mad at you. But I don't know if they're gonna keep that hybrid thing up with the next Jurassic Park movie or Jurassic World movie, whatever. But I do feel that what they did kind of decide to start doing with letting these dinosaurs loose. And somebody in the chat too was saying that there's only like 20 dinosaurs. So we're gonna have to like move time a little bit and make it like maybe the dinosaurs fucked and there's like a shit ton more. Last thing I want to bring up about this, Roxy, did you ever watch the Battle at Big Rock short that they did for Jurassic World?
I did not watch Battle at Big Cock. No, wait, I lied. Didn't you guys put it on the After Hours?
The Battle of Big Schmeat.
I think we did put in the After Hours. It's the one where like the little girl and her family, they're living inside this trailer, and then like
yeah, and I did see Battle at Big Cock.
Oh god damn it! But anyways, this fucking I thought that was scary as shit. I thought that was really impactful the way they did that. So
it was a lot of shit. I'll give it that.
Oh, you son of a bitch. No, but like I really like because at the very very end they did like this weird little like what do you call that, like that camera where you just like it's jiggling and shit.
Handheld. The camera moves.
The handheld fucking thing. That's what it's called. But no, like they did the little thing
like
that.
The pandemic, like fucking Cloverfield thing, where it's like, ooh, shaky cam.
Yeah, look at this shit. Like, see that? Fucking pterodactyls are eating these birds and whatnot, or doves or whatever. I like stuff like that. I like how they're kind of like, hey, like this is how this world would be if dinosaurs came out, and it'd be fucking scary. So yeah, like emphasize that kind of shit, man.
All right, so I got how everything else got off the island, but the raptors, I would never understand anything else. Like, how did a Bronchiosaurus pick up a boat?
Yeah, no shit.
Yo, homies, I got one. Only 2 people each.
Yeah, that honestly would not make a whole lot of fucking sense. But another thing too is like that T-Rex, like that fucking thing just makes noise everywhere while it's just.
Yo, that's my favorite thing about fucking Jurassic World, Jurassic Park, Lost World, when they're like, "Yo, where's the T-Rex?" and it's sneaking throughout the boat.
Yeah.
You can't see me, bitch. I'm about the size of a fucking tower, but you can't see me.
Yeah, it's fucking stupid. One thing I didn't like too is the fact that in the trailer they showed this fucking lion who like walks up to the gate and the T-Rex comes or whatever, and that fucking lion's just like, "Roar, let's do this, bro," and we never see what happens.
First of all, no. All right, I hate to drop some science on y'all, but I'm gonna educate y'all while y'all bullshit with us waiting for the video game show. So lions do not attack elephants. You know why? Because an elephant can fuck up a lion.
But a T-Rex is not as big or heavy as an elephant, I don't think.
No, a T-Rex is bigger than an elephant and deadlier. You know what that lion would have done? It would have went to the furthest corner of its cage and purred like a little kitten.
Oh, you're right. I cannot believe stoned ass Ganja, because you can tell he's stoned right now.
Because I had my zoo books as a kid, bitch.
Yeah, look at that. T-Rex is quite larger than fucking elephant. Damn. Yeah, a T-Rex would fuck up a lion. Now I'm thinking about it. Jesus.
That T-Rex got an overbite.
He really does. Oh, gosh. What are you doing?
What?
I just picture that scene in the trailer where the girl signs the flashlight and the T-Rex just appears in the window. He just goes, dirt.
No, Chris was asking me, he's like, dude, how the fuck did you think that an elephant was bigger than a T-Rex? I don't know, man. I don't look at either of these animals too often. And by the way, elephants are about to be our new dinosaurs. Fucking the way you guys are treating them. I mean,
Like how you still have a fact to back up your bullshit.
I mean, it's a fair point.
fucking elephants over here just like, dude, leave me the fuck alone. I'm trying to exist, goddammit. Don't y'all want to go to the zoo and see some good shit? Stop killing me. That's my friend. Oh man, but no, he's saying yeah, but elephant got a lucky shot and stabbed it with his tusk. Maybe the elephant could win. Well, yeah, because I mean, the T-Rex only has his fucking jaw. It's like those tusks will go in, bro. That'll fuck you up. Just like the ankylosaurus, the ones that had the spikes all over them, that would fuck up a T-Rex, I think. What's a T-Rex gonna do? Just fucking stab himself?
Honestly, T-Rex was kind of like a scavenger. So they hunted, but they weren't active hunters. They mostly ate on bigger things that have died previously.
Oh, really? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
We went to live flesh. Like
No, yeah,
parasaurs.
basically they're just giant vultures.
Well, man, you just cut the balls off the T-Rex, because that's some lazy shit. Lazy ass fucking reptile walking around, not just, oh.
I mean, if you ran into a female T-Rex, she'd still fuck you up. But besides that, nah, they were like
How
big
would they
chickens.
smash? Like, his hands are so tiny. Like, he can't hold on to that ass.
Maybe got big old
That visual.
dick. Probably self-conscious because of the small arms. Yeah, just fucking. That's why they're so mad too. Just fucking like, I want to touch it. Whoa! Just fucking screaming. Man, I feel sorry for T-Rexes. I would not want to be one. That would fucking suck.
Like, when you smack an ass, you want to smack an ass with some force, with some gusto, with some vibrato, forte, bitch. And then with him, with his tiny little hand, it's probably just like, hey, baby.
Fucking Kirk talking about he thinks his neighbors are fucking. Man, I don't know. You either listen to us talking about dinosaurs fucking, or listen to your actual human neighbors fuck. But yeah, man, I don't know. Fucking that sucks to think about that shit though. Like, just like did the first cavemen have to deal with fucking big ass animals like that or no?
Yeah, we basically had all right. So I make a joke about Penelope that anytime she like strikes at the camera, I get this like primitive fear, and it's because our ancestors actually had to deal with giant birds that hunted us.
Really?
Like there were like raptor equivalent animals that were around that actually killed cavemans on the rig.
Wow, I did not know that.
Yeah.
By the way, like, I mean, obviously there's like some art or some shit, but
They're not around anymore because we hunted them to extinction first.
Yeah, but look at this shit. This is fucked up. Yeah, like imagine that fucking thing chasing you.
And then the beak is like razor sharp.
I
So all
want
it
it
has
as
to do
a
is
pet.
get you one.
What was that, Roxy?
I want it as a pet.
Fuck.
She wants to raise it from Gummy.
Yeah.
Look at this shit.
They look like chewed up pieces of bubble gum when they're babies.
Yeah, no, it's just fucked up to think about that stuff too. I wouldn't be able to handle the caveman stuff. Like, I wonder what the first caveman who committed suicide was thinking. He's like,
I'm out.
And just like, how did they kill himself too? Just gets a big ass club. Ow, ow, ow! Just fucking like just.
I imagine back then you had to just do it by death by animal.
Yeah, just trying to like convey to other cavemen.
Go fuck with a gator or some shit. I hope you go head first.
Dude, imagine.
People in Florida do that now.
You know how people complain about people not giving a shit about people's suicidal thoughts nowadays? Imagine how that shit was back in the day too. Like just one caveman crying to the other one, and the other one just not giving a fuck. Like, dude, I'm trying to carve this animal, and you're just like, just fucking all sad. Like, I don't know.
Depending on.
I don't know what he's saying.
Yeah.
Well, like,
He's just going, ooh, 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 ooh.
and then the other fucking one's just like, all right, just like I'm doing something. Oh man, dude, who would survive? Like in caveman years, who do you think would survive the longest in the Chat Tat crew?
Roxy.
Ganja because he looks like one.
Oh, moving on. Jesus Christ.
My self-esteem is dead.
I call you my Fred Flintstone all the time.
You do.
Because you got a big old flat foot and then you're top heavy.
Mm-hmm.
So you just built like an ice cream cone and then you got the long hair and the little squishy face that you got.
And then Barney and Alan are the same size.
Yeah, they are.
Pretty much. But yeah, I don't know, man. But anyways, Jurassic fucking World Dominion, whatever the fuck it's called, is coming out. It's gonna be cool. I actually am interested in watching the movie. You know, Fallen Kingdom was some bullshit. They tried something new. It didn't work out so well. So it is what it is. We'll see what fucking happens. But moving on from this, this is actually something that I can't wait to really talk about. Because I don't know if you're into it, but I know for sure there's other things that you could probably give me an idea of being into. But I was gonna say Tony Stark. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater. Apparently, a documentary is gonna premiere next week. I gotta tell you, dude. Like, I think that this is cool. I don't really care too much about the Tony Hawk series because what are you gonna say about it? Oh, once upon a time, you put some better graphics on the fucking dude doing the spins on the skateboard. But before you even move on from this, were you a fan of Tony Hawk at all back in the day?
Not really. I used to play the games, but they were a little too complicated for me.
Mm-hmm. I mean, well.
So, and I was really never into as a kid, that punk aesthetic.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, nah, I'm good for this, man. I'm not alternative like that.
Okay, and Roxy, how about you? Were you into? I would imagine that you were, by the way, because you just kind of dressed like you were be into some fucking Tony
Well,
Hawk shit.
fucking look at me. Every kid that was emo, goth, punk, whatever in a previous time, they never like leave. You just grow out of it. You become alternative as you get older. But with Tony Hawk, like I played the games with my cousins. I thought it was pretty cool. I skateboarded for a little bit until my cousins broke my board because they were wrestling and arguing. Like we played with tech decks and shit, so it was fun. It was enjoyable while it lasted. But
Yeah,
I don't know.
I felt
Just
so
kind of
cool.
like faded out.
When I first had those tech decks, by the way, I felt so fucking cool. Like, and they were so goddamn stupid. I'm gonna look these up because I don't know if you guys remember these at all, but these are pretty stupid. Because you're basically doing kickflips, and you would not be able to do them the right way because the little sticky stuff on the board would not actually hook up right to your fingers. But yeah, they would sold these back in the day by I mean, dude, like at Walmart, like at your register, they have like a whole fucking section just ready for you to get them. Still to this day, I believe. But yeah, you would show friends like, hey man, I can do this with my fingers, blah blah, and then they would actually use their actual feet, and then you'll look like a fucking idiot. But yeah, Tony Hawk Pro Skater was huge back in the day. I did like that stuff.
Shit, I still remember when Trapper Keepers were the shit.
Where are those? What are those?
They're like
Oh, you
extra,
remember?
they were like folders with hips.
What?
Yeah, so they had extra pockets and they like had a stronger binder, and you can actually break things down by your classes if you need to.
So
At least
how
the
do you spell
brain
it?
stuff was the shit.
How do you spell it, by the way?
Trapper Keeper.
Trapper
that-
Keeper.
Spelled just like it sounds.
Okay, cool. Now let me see really quick. Oh yeah.
It had like a ruler. You could like measure your pee-pee with it if you wanted to. Like this shit had
And
everything.
every boy at that age group did it.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Because I had a friend who basically told me I was looking through his Trapper Keeper and I'm like, yo, this is fucking dope. Because I think mine broke and it didn't come
Well,
with the
your
ruler.
ruler.
Dope. Why does it smell like fish though?
Oh my god.
Really?
No, I'm not talking about yours. I'm talking about his.
No, it didn't have a smell, but when I looked down at the ruler, I noticed a couple of marks were made. I didn't question it. I just assumed it was for math homework. And then I grew up and I thought about it again.
Oh, it's definitely math homework.
I miss shit like this, to be honest. Like, this is pretty cool. But yeah, I remember I had a big ass binder. I was a stupid. Like, these look actually kind of like fashionable because they're small. You can put it in small places, blah blah blah. For me though, I would go over there and fucking like have this huge ass binder with these big ass thick fucking like hole pinching thingies, whatever the fuck on them. It was kind of crazy. But anyways, yeah. So back in the day, I was really into like Tony Hawk because that somehow connects with fucking binders. But
we were talking about alternative stuff in the scenes we were into.
But yeah, like so like obviously this fucking took the world by storm and it hasn't been a big deal after like I would say 2004, 2005, something like that. And yeah, they're doing this documentary, which is cool. But I feel like you should only do that if like a fucking like a new game's coming out that's gonna be about skateboards, because then it makes sense. Then it's like makes some like trend worth that's going on. So I'm gonna ask you really quick. I mean, knowing the games are coming out soon, blah blah blah. Has there ever been a video game documentary that you would be interested in seeing that you've always wondered, like, dude, how the fuck did they make that? Or I want to see something that's kind of based around the hype of this particular video game franchise.
Who are you asking?
Anybody?
That's what I was waiting for.
I gotcha.
I was like, you babe or me? The first documentary I ever saw was the E.T. game cartridge. I don't remember if it was a Netflix or an HBO one. but essentially it was trying to figure out if the rumors about those ET cartridges being real or not. And this is before they had the big dig up where everyone got one. They all found it.
Old school right there, dog.
But I had already knew that rumor was true because this series did like a 2-part episode.
Mm-hmm.
And they like digged it up. It was like, yeah, man, we found a few cartridges. It's real. So like 10 years later, I was like, yo, the ET cartridges were real. I was like, y'all, clearly you didn't have early Netflix.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I don't even remember like the Netflix special or even like the documentary that was even put on there or whatever. Because it wasn't a Netflix special, but I know what you mean. It was a
Netflix special. It was like some documentary they had picked up when they were starting to try to do their own original program. And their biggest thing was getting documentaries. Because stoners like me will pay $12 a month to stream documentaries about weed. Honestly, between Netflix, Amazon, and YouTube is really what got marijuana legalized, to be honest with you.
Wow, I'm actually shocked by that. Yeah, because you told me about that recently, and I was like, I don't think that was the case. And I looked it up, and I was like, holy shit, he's fucking super right. But yeah,
well, everyone started watching different marijuana shows. They had weeds come on there for a little while, and then every weed documentary was a pro weed documentary, and that's when Netflix got known as that cool alternative place to go like watch Joe Rogan specials and shit. And then comedy got on there, and it became like an alternative scene for a little while.
Yeah. Oh, Marissa has this question. Did you discover some bands you like from Tony Hawk? Nick. Yeah, Dead Presidents. That was actually, or no, not Dead Presidents. Dead Kennedys. That's what they're called. Yeah, not so.
Punks, fuck off, baby.
Yeah, I don't really like punk music, but that was pretty cool. He's talking shit to you, by the way.
Oh, I was lost in the sauce and something else. I got mad because that was very elitist of you to say, oh, well, clearly y'all didn't have early Netflix because you did this shit to me earlier. So I was talking with him about like childbirth and like just some of the problems that I had, some of the problems that he had that might pass on to our future children.
Mm-hmm.
And then I asked him like, yo, if it came to like the point where I can't wipe my own ass, would you like wipe my ass? And he's like, yeah, haven't you seen the Joys of Motherhood documentary on Netflix? Like, just so as a matter of fact, like, when am I going to sit here and watch like the Joys of Motherhood? And I'm like, well, maybe he's thinking about like the future. He just goes, no, I was 13 and bored when I saw this shit. What?
Yeah, and I'm just kind of curious too, like, no one just like haven't you seen this and then like long ass title of this show that probably no one has seen or this episode of this fucking thing? It's like, damn, dude, you really expect a lot of this girl, like, holy shit.
But in terms of like video game shit that I would like, in terms of like documentaries, I want to see a documentary on Twisted Metal, or like horror video game documentary, like the origins, like the first couple games that came out, seeing the whole like process of ratings and what people wanted and what was cool at the time. I'd like that.
Yeah, because by the way, David Gaffey or Haffey, I forgot his fucking name, but he's a guy who actually did Twisted Metal. He was, and I don't like saying because people throw this word out there, rebel, rebellious, whatever. But no, this motherfucker like went out of his way so much, in fact, that I think it really fucked up his career. But he would just tell people like, listen, we're making this fucking game. I don't give a fuck what y'all think, and our commercials are gonna be the way they're gonna be. We are balls to the wall ass people, and Sony and everybody else, you know, they're just like, listen, we're gonna pay you less because we know that you're onto something here, but fuck you. And like, I mean, there was so many fights with every single sequel that came out, as well as the marketing. But yeah, David Jaffe. I'll probably mispronounce his name, but he's fucking awesome. And I would love to see a Twisted Metal documentary. But as far as horror movies or horror video games go, there is some. Do you remember G4 Icons at all?
Vaguely, I remember all the G4 shows where they talk about all sorts of video games and shit like that. Mm-hmm. But it's been a minute since I've thought about those.
In chat, if you guys want to share anything with us that's about like video game theorist type stuff or any kind of like video game documentary stuff that's on YouTube or anything, make sure to let us know. Put that shit in the comment section. We'll definitely check that out. But this show, I still watch to this day, and it's old, and they have like the cheesy ass music playing like it's a fucking MTV show, whatever. Very VH1-y, but I love this fucking show. They talk about like certain Attack of the Show. Thank you, Austin Nick. That's actually a really good fucking show.
Did you hear the drama that had that show upload?
No, what happened?
All right, so the news had leaked of Olivia Munn and her co-host Kevin Ferrer, however you pronounce his last name. He kind of made a joke about the situation that pissed her off. And he was like, "What are you talking about? You do all the sexual jokes on the show. Like you deep throated like 6 hot dogs.
What?
Yeah, it turned nasty. They got past it.
Mm-hmm.
Like they're cool now, but like they ain't cool.
Yeah, no, that's fucking crazy. JP saying he got Okami because of X-Play. Sound like a fucking disease. He has Okami. Oh no, I hope he's okay.
I caught Okami at the G4 convention.
It was awful. It was itchy and
That
everything.
shit is gross. It has pus, and oh lord, no.
I'm pretty sure
Well,
JP.
actually, it started back in the 1940s.
Shiny Kenshin says that he missed the OG4. Yeah, man, do you miss the days when they had cops playing 24/7? Because that was pretty fucking terrible.
Oh, that was my shit.
No, you know what's happened? So, I knew of G4 being full of video games and whatnot. I was like, oh, fuck yeah, it's cool. And then when I finally got cable, that whole era passed. And it was nothing but cops and fucking, like, it was just bullshit. Like, stuff that you would see on Spike TV. And I was pretty irritated. I do like.
Oh no, it was so shit you would see on Spike TV. They had the Man Show on there for a little bit.
Yeah, the and Mansers and fucking what's that show? 1,000 Ways to Go Fuck Yourself.
1,000 Ways to Die, and then Mansers was a big one.
Yeah, Mansers is some shit, man. I would love to see how much shit that shit would get if it like re-aired. That would just completely destroy a TV station.
It was all just facts about tits.
Yeah,
pretty much. Like, something I remember from 1,000 Ways to Die was, can you die from having like breast implants at a certain altitude when you're like in an airplane, and then some lady's boobs just exploded?
My titty popped.
1,000 Ways to Die is some dumb shit, y'all. Yeah, man, I was about to say 1,000 Ways to Why. I'm about to fuck the whole thing up.
Everybody thinks they're hard till their nipple flies and hits the window.
Yeah, man, and I love these titles they have too, like
Verminated. Window.
Another show I liked back in the day too was Deadliest Warrior. Like Spike TV has some good
Deadliest
shit.
Warrior is my shit.
Dude, is there anything that you feel like they didn't do on Deadliest Warrior? Like, man, they should have had this versus this.
I thought the zombie shit was dumb as fuck.
Oh yeah, because that was just kind of like they're trying to. Make
I liked all the history shit.
Mm-hmm.
My thing is with all the history stuff was like all frat boy knowledge, like Spartans versus Roman soldiers versus Apaches versus my fucking dick ass Uncle Viking and shit.
My next door neighbor Carl.
Yeah, no shit. Like at one point they did because it was fucking Marines, so it could have been your neighbor Carl at that point. The KGB won, by the way, so shout out to the great Soviet Union. But one of the things I had a problem with Deadliest Warriors is they didn't stick to like the historical stuff, which would have been more fun. And if they would have actually treated it like a real like kind of cosplay battle, I could have seen it go on to become something like on what you see with like medieval roleplay shit.
Yeah, because I mean, the way I do this too, I'm like, dude, I would love a tournament-based like non-story version of Mortal Kombat through these guys.
Plus, you can't beat like seeing like real skeletons get split with like axe and shit.
Yeah, like the animation stuff that I really enjoy now is Death Battle, which is basically an anime version of this Deadliest Warrior. But actually, it started coming out with video games, and it started getting so popular. I think the quality of the show really went down, and it was because it was less about passion and more about like, fuck, we gotta produce these goddamn things. We gotta get them out there as soon as we can, so people can keep watching it. And I feel like when you do that, you rush the shit, and it just isn't good anymore. But Deadliest Warrior was fucking great, and all these things came out around that time. So I do love video game shows from back then, but I also enjoy that nowadays there's so many retrospectives coming out, which I have seen lots of stuff that you guys actually put in there about people doing stuff like that on YouTube. But like one guy I like too is The Completionist. I think you guys should go check him out. There's so many things out there though, man. Game trailers, not like trailers for games, like they're literally called game trailers, but they do countdowns and shit too. It's pretty cool. But yeah, but is there? Because I know you talked about a documentary that you did see, Ganja, but is there one that you would be looking forward to, like something that you haven't really felt that you know a lot about as far as the game?
A GTA documentary, a real one.
A real one, like a long.
I'm talking about talking to lawyers, talking to PR people, voice actors. Like I want Ray Liotta at one point to be like, Rockstar suck my dick. Like I want everyone that's been involved with the GTA product that can actually talk on camera and present a real story of what it was like to work on the series up to now and the different stuff they had to do like to get away with stuff. I want to talk about like the 9/11 stuff that was cut out and see if they still have assets that they can give us some exclusive content to.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's so much with GTA that you can get a lot of content out of, especially in the early years. When they were doing, like in the early 2000s, when they were like, yo, man, we're going to just make frat boy fucking porn fucking crime game.
Yeah, no, I like the way you said it too, by the way. It sounds like you hate this shit. Like, I want some fucking frat boy bullshit, fucking stupid motherfuckers. Yeah!
Because that's basically what they said. And then 4, they're like, yo, we're about to make a real story with the immigrant story of having to deal with coming to America. And then 5 is a banger, and then they're making Red Dead, which is just literally your favorite, like, old Western novel come to a video game. Like, it's a jump like a motherfucker to what their original goal was. Like, here's a fun fact that I would love to see in the documentary. It's just like the Halo thing. They were making a different type of game originally, but the developers had so much fun with a glitch that was happening where the cars would go around, especially the police cars, and they would chase people down and basically try to kill you or run you off the road.
Wow. Yeah.
And that's where they got the idea of being a criminal and the cops chasing the bad guys.
Yeah, that's fucking crazy. Yeah, like little things like that can actually spawn off this incredible idea. You know, like, well, they had something like that with Minecraft too, where like the creepers were just some fuck up with like the spiders and something. And they're just like, dude, turn that into a character. It's like, oh, okay, fuck. And like that's one of the biggest things about Minecraft. That's really awesome. So
Iconic,
I like
if you will.
Yes. Oh, yes. G4 iconic. But here's the thing, guys. I just want to showcase something to y'all really quick, and I hate to say goodbye to all our viewers. But yeah, people, Double Toasted has actually started. Chris Herman's right there with a late-ass TJ, but don't tell him it said that. Actually, go ahead. I don't give a shit. He'll watch this.
If someone who's a personal trainer, you think you have a better schedule.
Oh, that's unfortunate. But it's true. What's true is true, people. But here's the thing, though. We're going to go, but we will be back later on tonight. In about an hour and a half, we're actually going to come back on stream. I know we've been streaming for quite a bit today, guys, but I will be playing either some Call of Duty or some fucking... I mean, maybe even Minecraft, since we talked about it. I don't know, but we're going to be doing something tonight, and we'll be ending off our night full of video games and whatnot for you people. So, with that said, we're going to get the fuck out of here, but Mr. Gunja Guru, what to tell people where to find you outside the chat tag, man?
Well, guys, you can check me out on the Metropolis Collective on Facebook, where I'm part of the Mighty Podcast. We talk about cultural stuff, talk about politics, talk about all the stuff that's going on here with the 2020 elections, Bernie Sanders 2020, all day, every day. My co-host might have some different opinions. One of them was on the Yang train when that was a possibility. But as you can see, we all have different personalities and different opinions when it comes to politics. So come check it out. Have a good time with us. Who knows? We might even talk about a choreography too. If you don't know what I'm talking about, check out our later episodes as well as subscribe to our Patreon.
Absolutely. And Roxy, why don't you tell people where to find you? Because fuck it, I don't give a shit. I just want to know. That went really well with your avatar, by the way.
Okay, you can find me on Facebook as Roxanne Flores, or you can go on Instagram if you'd like and type in Spot the Fox, or you can type in Ho Chata. And I'm also on Twitter as Ho Chata.
You can find the chata with the holes in the Ho Chata. Yes, a Ho Chata. Oh, Ho Chata. Fuck, I fucked up. Anyways,
the Ho Chata.
You guys can find Jet Jackson on Facebook too. Just type in facebook.com and then look for weird shit because she'll pop up because she's weird. Anyways, thank y'all for watching us so long. I really appreciate that. I'm hitting the fucking button. It's gonna be music now. Oh, it's so loud. Mr. Gunter! Got the chat.
Stay away from my man.
We weren't trying to be that long, guys. It's their fault. TJ's fault. It's Chris's fault. You blame them, goddammit.
You guys just trying to take the shine. What shine? They're just late.
Yeah. I did nothing.
You can't take shine if the dude's just late and you're being supposed to be the fluffer.
I can't believe y'all yelling at me, even though you're not. What kind
What's
of an asshole must you be?
A fluffer is someone who starts getting you hard but doesn't get you all the way.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant like a fluffer nutter, like the sandwich.
No. That's innocent.
Okay, then fluff me up, babe. I'm ready.
Let's do this.
And the raid is going. You guys enjoy Double Toasted. See y'all.